Hey everybody, Craig Hester here in the Sturmanskie booth at Basel World 2018. Having a great show so far. Lots of really cool new stuff coming out this year. Here's your first sneak peek from 2018 from Sturmanskie. This is what's happening in the Gagarin line for 2018. Now, those of you who know Sturmanskie, you know exactly what I'm talking about here. For the uninitiated, I'm going to quickly mention that Sturmanskie was the first watch in space on the wrist of Yuri Gagarin. They are the only brand in the world that can lay claim to being the first watch in space, and they are the only brand in the world that has the legal rights to use Gagarin's image on a watch. Now, what makes this one special? Well, they've made a couple of changes this year, but the first thing I want to say is that every year, because of the heritage of Sturmanskie being the first watch in space, they come out with a new set of Gagarin watches, and they always make some kind of modification or change or something that makes it new for the year. A couple of new things this year. We've got this really nice eggshell dial. This is a dial configuration color that I haven't seen before, and I think I've seen all of them. So this dial configuration with this nice eggshell color, this will definitely be in my personal collection, is a beautiful dial color for this year. They also are coming out with NATO straps for this watch for the first time. So that's a big change for this year. And then the really big difference from previous years is they've added an exhibition caseback. And this is the first time that the Sturmanskie Gagarin line has had an exhibition caseback. That is the 2609 17 jewel Poljot movement that was built at the first Moscow watch factory. They have new old stock movements for these watches. So it is the exact same movement that was in the original Gagarin watch. So there is definitely, the complete tie to the history of the watch here. Now, a couple other things I want to point out. Actually, I'm going to go back to that beautiful new dial just because I love looking at that one. I want to give you a little walkthrough on the dial. This is the original Sturmanskie logo. That was the logo at the time. Let me move the hands out of the way. That was the logo at the time that Gagarin took his historic space flight. This is the original curved Sturmanskie. This is the original of the wings. And then you have the original first Moscow watch factory or Kurova logo here. And if you didn't notice, on the caseback, you actually have first Moscow watch factory with the 3 stars on the back. So that's first Moscow watch factory there. That's their emblem or insignia. To give you a little comparison, you can see the original logo there, and now you can see the new Sturmanskie shield logo with the one in the middle. So you can see how the logo has evolved over the years. Now again, first watch in space, wrist of Yuri Gagarin, just so happened to be his personal watch. It was a watch he was given upon graduation from flight school. There was no plan for what watch he was going to wear. It wasn't like when we put Omega on the moon. And they planned that with NASA. Just happened to be the watch he was wearing, and that turned out to be a Sturmanskie, which translates as navigator in Russian. His watch was a 36. The current commemorative editions are a 40. We don't go 36. It's just a little small by today's standards. It's interesting. I've definitely seen 2 camps to really develop over the past few years. The guys who are all about the smaller watches, or what you might argue would be called traditional sizes, and the guys who are into much bigger watches. It's really hard to hit a Goldilocks size anymore in watches because of the fact that there's definitely strong opinions either way. Some guys who consider a 40 too big, they want everything to be a 38, and some guys who would never wear a 40, they see that, oh, that's not the new one, they see that as almost a sub-dial of a watch at 40 millimeter. I was going to show you the case back again, but that watch has moved on. Somebody else is looking at it here. So this is the story of the new Gagarins for 2018 from Sturmanskie. This is Craig Hester at the Sturmanskie booth at Basel 2018, and keep watching.